What's going on YouTube? In today's video we're going to be talking about what you should expect when buying a 2015 to 2017 Gen 2 Coyote Mustang. So without further ado, let's go and get started. So number one on the list is going to be the bumper issues. So there's a lot of Mustangs that I see that have front bumper issues, and if you look right here, as you see right here, the clip behind this is actually broken, so I have to go in and fix that. But yeah, this is a lot of Mustangs, have this issue where you have to fix a bumper, and one of the ways that you can fix this is by one, getting a new bumper, or two, pulling back the bumper and adding zip ties behind it. So I am going to be getting a GT500 bumper pretty soon. When I was actually at the dealership, I was able to negotiate off like $1,000 or $2,000 off based off the bumper. So I used that to my advantage because I knew that I wanted to get a GT500 bumper regardless of the bumper being proper or the bumper being messed up or not. So that wasn't really a big issue for me. I knew that I was going to get a new bumper. So that is one of the things that you should look out for, especially when buying a Mustang. If you can negotiate the price down a little bit, probably like $1,000 or $2,000, definitely go for it, or have the dealership fix it before you actually get the car. And yeah, that is number one on the list. So number two on the list is going to be the MT82 transmission. So as you guys see right here, we got an MT82. So a lot of people are having issues with the third to fourth gear lockouts. I haven't had the issue yet, but that's a lot of what a lot of people are saying. So what I'm actually experiencing with this MT82 transmission is that when the car is cold and I'm shifting from second to third gear under 3,000 RPM, the transmission, it feels like I'm actually hitting something. So I actually need to get that checked out. But one of the ways I've heard of fixing this is to either get an MGW short shifter, or to just try to get different transmission fluid and see how that works first. But I do plan on getting a short shifter very soon. The reason why I haven't got that yet is because when I asked around, people are saying, oh, $1,200 is what we're going to charge to install it for you, and that's kind of crazy. So that's number two on the list. Number three on the list is going to be gas. So as you know, the 5.0 Coyote engine is a V8. It's a gas guzzler. If you haven't had a V8 before, just know miles per gallon is true. I'm currently getting 16 miles per gallon, and I am getting 16 miles per gallon, and it's pretty horrible. But at the same time, I really enjoy the car. I am filling up right around 1 to 2 times a week, and I work remote. But there are some weeks where I drive to the office, and when I drive to the office, that's when I'm filling up twice a week. But in general, since I'm remote, I fill up once a week at the bare minimum. And you can definitely take this car out for long road trips. It works just fine. It actually gives you more gas and MPG when you fill up for the next time. So usually when I fill up, I spend right around $60 to $70, depending on how low the tank is. So I actually just filled up a second ago, and I'm going to show you guys that clip. So I had 28 miles before empty. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys that clip real quick, and then we'll go ahead and get to the next item on the list. All right. So gas right now is $4.79. By the way, we're in San Diego. All right, so we're already past 40. I'm gonna say probably 70. It's where I like filling up at like 70 to 80 miles because you spend less, but we'll see. Not bad, it's $7, okay. So $70, or around 270 miles. I did just come back from a road trip, so. So when buying these Gen 2 Coyotes, the fourth thing on the list is going to be that the Gen 2 engine is different than the Gen 3. Specifically, it's going to redline to right around 6,800 instead of 7,200 like the Gen 3s. I do want it to rev out a little more, but the Gen 2s are at a really good price, and when I got this car, it was a really good price. So I was able to, really just take that into account and know that I can just get a 2018 Mustang GT manifold to get that red line to 7,200. So just know that when you get the Gen 2, the red line is a little less, and also you're getting a little less horsepower compared to the Gen 3. The Gen 2 I think has 435, and then the Gen 3 has, I think, right around, is it 450, 465, something like that. And then I believe the new Mustangs are like 485. So those are one of the things just to know. The engines both sound the same. The engines, are perfectly fine. They're really great, sound really good. Yeah. So another good thing about, owning a Mustang GT is that there is a bunch of aftermarket support. I can buy things off of Amazon, like for example, these side markers right here. I actually bought these off of Amazon for right around $20. There's a whole bunch of sites, CJ Pony Parts, there's, late model restoration, American Muscle. You can get literally a lot of parts, whatever you can think of, even on eBay for this car. And that's the reason why I really like this car, is because there's so many things you can do to it. I know like a lot of foreign cars, well, some foreign cars don't have that much support. Yeah, so just know that the aftermarket is really good. And yeah, this car is amazing, man. Like, you guys can really customize it the way you want. And that's one of the great aspects of this car. All right, so number 6 on the list is going to be reliability. So I've had this car for almost a year. I think next month it's going to be a year, but I haven't had any issues so far with the car. The car has ran really great. There haven't been any transmission issues. The only thing that I've really done for maintenance is my wheel spacers and also just changing out the oil. Other than that, that's what I like about American V8s, is that there's not too many maintenance to do for this car. The maintenance is just the same for the 2015 V6 Mustang that I had, which is great. So if you're in the market for a Gen 2 Coyote, definitely just know that gas mileage is one of the biggest things. But other than that, the car is a phenomenal car. You're getting a V8, so you know what to expect. And I feel like anybody can really just, get into this car. This car, I never knew how to drive manual, but there's so many different things for this car that makes the car really great. For example, there's hill assist. So when you're on, like, it can be any type of hill, the car will stay there for like a second until you get to the biting point. You don't have to use the e-brake or the e-brake to, like, help you with that. The car does it itself. It automatically detects when you're on a hill. So yeah, that's my take on what to expect when buying a Gen 2 Coyote Mustang. There's a whole bunch of mods, there's a whole bunch of aftermarket, there's a whole bunch of great things about this car. This is a very reliable V8, and guys, just know that I rely on this car every single day, like multiple times a day. So, and I actually just took this on a car cruise too, and I was going crazy on the freeway as well. So just know this car is really good. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. That pretty much concludes the video. Stay tuned, because I'm actually having a couple of mods coming out. I'm going to try to upload them hopefully within the next couple of days of this video being released. But I have a lot of mods coming out. They're already at my house, just sitting there. I just got to go ahead and install them. And yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and do that, more mods. We're gonna go ahead and do more POV driving. I need to go ahead and do more POV driving. I know you guys want to see that. And yeah, I probably should do a video of what mods I have so far on this car. I think I've already done that, but just an update on the car, look around, and you know, all that. All right, so if you're new to the channel and you're trying to buy a Mustang, or you're interested in the Mustang scene, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.